Hey everybody, Troy Castellano here. Hey, I'm just going to show you my little studio. My friend Joe West did a video on his amazing studio called the West Barn. You should check that out. It's the West Barn Podcast. But I just wanted to show you guys what my little commute to my studio is. It's very humble, but it works great. So this is kind of coming out the back door of my house. A few of my friends have been here and seen this before. Got a little play patio here. Can do some barbecuing and grilling. Fireplace. This is something I restored. I think it's pretty cool. Kind of vintage 60s. And thankfully we have a big parking lot because just about all my kids are driving now and got their own cars. But follow me. So this little bridge here, you can drive across it. I refinished it all a couple of years ago, so it's pretty sturdy. But this creek here, come closer, get a good shot of that lake. This creek here is like running all year round, and when we get a lot of rain, it can flood. I've had the water. Some of you probably seen video on my Facebook page of the water coming over the top of it. But it's pretty cool, like our own little wilderness. And then this bridge over here, that's where my utilities run across. On the other side there's some conduit and stuff where the power goes through, and there's actually water going over that way. But all right, follow me to the backyard. We live in a development like in Columbia. It's kind of tucked in the hills. A lot of hills here in Tennessee. But oh yeah, look at our dog Gypsy is out there. This is what we do to our dogs during the day. We chain them up and we don't feed them. I'm kidding. We love our dogs. But she's probably found something under there. But this is the shed. Come on. I keep it very inconspicuous. This is my blue heaven. It's like 15 feet tall, 12 by 18 foot wide, and let's go on inside. Follow me. Oh, there's the name. La. All right. So basically, this is it. I love this place. This is where I get to be creative, and it's away from the house. It's all insulated so I don't bother the neighbors. It was just a shell. Like, there was power out here and water out here, but there was no insulation. The people who owned it before me had like lawnmowers, rakes, Christmas decorations, all that kind of stuff. And when I opened those two doors, oh, there, yeah, you can close that, please. Gypsy wants to come in here and make some music. But when we bought the place, I had the vision right away. I'm going to insulate this. I'm going to put more power throughout. I'm going to do the hardwood floor. I'm going to finish it off like a house inside. And I was going to go with this barnwood gray theme. So it's shaped like a barn. Why not? All right, so let's just show you around here. This spot here, I guess you could call the lounge. You know, this end of the studio, all the technology is over here. So about the first 6 feet this way, and then the rest of this is for performance or doing videos or live streaming, that kind of thing. I keep my guitars handy here. Oh, okay, this is cool too. I have curtains here so we can pull this and make the backdrop black, and then we can have a lighting system so we can color these any way we want. It's pretty cool. It's another way to be creative, I guess. But yeah, so then I keep all my mics here, all the mics that I use most of the time. They're all plugged in and ready to go. And there's a snake down here. You can get a shot of that. You know, come a little closer. And that's where everything lines into my interface. And then I've got a couple of these cheap lamps here like this, but that lights everybody from the front. And I keep a couple of iPhones here mounted, so I can have cameras. I can have 2 side shots and 1 front shot. And this is kind of, I guess, the little kitchenette corner. Got coffee, microwave, keep some stuff in there, paper plates, cups, like that. And then the refrigerator, of course, which right now just has water in it, which I need to refill. I have this, come closer, you can have this, this is the lighting board, so this is where you can choose different colors and patterns. You can turn that way and show the lighting. So you got purple, blue, that's my favorite, of course, red, all white if you want, but that's pretty cool. And then here's my desk. This is where I basically sit all the time. My system consists of a PreSonus Studio 192. That's the main interface that I use. I also have a headphone distribution amp here, another PreSonus unit, so I can feed up to 4 headphones. And I have this Gold Digger by Radial. This is a mic switcher, so I can have these mics all hooked up in there and, you know, A/B them and choose the right one by just switching a switch here. And that goes into the LA610. This is an awesome universal audio channel strip. So every time that I record, I basically run, if I'm just tracking things singly, like one part at a time, everything will run through that, from vocals to acoustic guitar to electric guitar. I've got some Mackie HR24 monitors, and my friend who I mentioned at the beginning of this, Joe West, has a pair of these and he swears by them, so I had to get a pair of those as well. And then I have just another PreSonus Iris is what these are called, and that's just for a second reference. And I'm able to switch it with this thing, and we can get a closer shot. This is called the big knob, and then you can switch between the monitors and you have volume control. And there's a couple other outputs so you can deal with the audio in other ways. And then my brain of the whole thing is a 2013 MacBook Pro. It just sits on there. Everything's plugged in, the drives, and well, this has got a 1 terabyte solid state drive. So as that fills up, I migrate things over to my backup drives, and that's kind of my technology shelf there. And it starts with the homage to old time radio. There's a 1939 Shure Fat Boy microphone and an old Philco radio. And then, like I said, the technology, there's my drives there, backups, the Wi-Fi setup, a printer, of course. Then kind of tucked into the sides of the desk, here I have, you can come closer, a deluxe Fender. This is the amp I'll use live for bigger gigs. Haven't played out too much this year, of course, and the pedal board goes with it. So that's always there and handy to set up if I want. And over here is a set of Fenders. One's a Fender Junior Pro and the other one's a Mustang. I just have it set up as like a stereo pair. And I play live in here sometimes, but not a whole lot. So I end up using this thing. You can get a shot of that. That's a Boss GT 1, and that thing's really cool because that just goes straight into the recorder here, and the guitars are always ready to rock. I think this one's all set. You can't hear it because I got the monitors muted, but yeah, it's ready to fly. I love that Boss GT thing. Kind of a cool guitar too. There's like it's a Kiss guitar, Kiss limited edition Tommy there. What else? Oh, so come over here. This is my guitar rack, basically. These are the guitars that I use most of the time, and I just have them handy. Again, everything's like within reach. The mics are active, the desktop's always active, and the guitar amp's always active, so I can just create on the fly. Then, got a banjo, 6-string banjo. Those are cool to add. Cable world. And this is the other side of the light setup and the camera. And then here I have a digital drum set, which I use now and then, mainly program drums by hand, but that's handy when you got a drummer around. And basically that's it. Oh, I didn't show you one of the coolest parts, and that are these lights. These are made out of real guitars. They were tuned before I put them up there, but I made them out of $50 Amazon guitars. Let's see if we can get a color of that blue in there. There you go. Maybe come over on this side. Yeah, those are cool. That's my favorite thing in here, and it's just kind of leaves a mark on an impression of the studio. But that's it. This is My Blue Heaven Studio. Now you know why it's called My Blue Heaven. Actually, the name came because someone said, well, I was building this, what are you going to call your little slice of heaven? And I said, I'm a Sinatra fan, so I thought, My Blue Heaven. So, but that's it. Oh, and then there's CDs up on the wall here. These are just some cuts I've had or some records I've produced or been on, that kind of thing. I got to find more space and be able to add more because there's always more coming. So, all right. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out and checking out My Blue Heaven Studio. We'll see you on the next episode. Oh, don't forget, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm always doing new videos, and you get a little peek inside my world. All right. Peace.